peaceful people struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
Hey, yo, my G, where you from?
Guyana.
Ghana?
No, Guyana. Yeah. Hello, Wagwan. Yeah. I came from a land. It have many water, many great sons and many daughters. We have the land, yo, where many ask for. We never see Katrina, nah, those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city. Girl born in gold dust, so we show them pretty. The man full of faith, me nah know none was slippy. Guyana, me say big up on no city. Cause this is the dear land of the free, land of the many waters, resources and trees, land of the rivers and seas. I proud, Phoebe, Guyanese, land of the Amerindians, the Africans, the East Indians, and Portuguese, not to mention the Europeans and the Chinese. Them feel blessed from Guyana beach breeze. Cause enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live, land of the biggest one-drop falls. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give. Alright, 1, 2, mic check. View from gravity, are the nicest. Match time, my city, are the hypest. We see them gyal wind up in a some liquor tight dress. We hustle from morning till night catch. Them finno Guyanese, get a youth not like rest. House and car, them finno we like press. Check the bank line them, we not like check. We got gold and diamond, them thing priceless. Timber bauxite, then check the aisle next. GDF, Miami is the finest. I mean I talk about the sugar, nah the rice yet. So I'm Marshall, I drop the Guyanese bomb for feed the nation, that's the Guyanese plan. Big up a kilo, them with them Guyanese land, Guyana, that's where them Guyanese from. People tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still at times we are get. I came from a land, it have many water, many great sons and many daughter. Is we have the land, what many ask for, we never see Katrina or those disaster. I feel nice, we come from the golden city, girl born in gold dust, so we sure them pretty. The man full of faith, we don't know none must slippy. Guyana we say big up on the city. Enough people tour around the world and ask about Guyana, but don't know where that is. That is the last city of El Dorado in the world. That is the land where we live. Land of the biggest one drop fast. Plus we have the longest floating bridge. We from South America, some say the Caribbean, but still a thanks we a give.
Good evening, good evening, good evening to you, and welcome to another episode of The Real. We haven't had this in a long time, but given the recent announcement, I thought it would be an opportune time to come on here and let's discuss a bit about what we heard from the Speaker of the National Assembly. Good night to the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Good night to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Special good night to the persons joining us. I don't know what to say about Ryan Abrams, but that guy is my friend, One Ryan, never two. Good night to the persons in the comment section. Thank you guys for being here. So let's get into it. We heard what the speaker said. He touched on quite a few points about what his family, his staff have been going through since he has been discharging his duties as Speaker of the National Assembly. And we have heard that inclusive of having the budget of 2026 presented on the 26th, there will be the meeting of the non-governmental members of parliament at 10 a.m. I'm thinking at the Artichon Conference Center where parliament is currently being held. But let me be absolutely clear. This is not fear, right? This is national protection. Let's address the biggest lie being pushed in Guyana right now. There are people out here trying to convince the public that the PPP is afraid of Azadine Mohammed. And that is why Parliament hasn't moved in the way that they want. I'll say this to you tonight. That is nonsense. The PPP is not afraid of anybody. The PPP has fought for democracy in this country through every era, through repression, through hardship, through political discrimination, through state powers being used against them in the past. And guess what? They stood their ground. So let's not rewrite history. This is not fear. This is not panic. This is not weakness. This is responsibility. Let me turn up the volume because I want y'all to hear me clearly. This is not fear. This is not panic. This is not weakness. This is responsibility. Because what is really happening here is that the government is trying to protect Guyana's image, protect Guyana's institutions, and protect Guyana from shame and embarrassment on the international stage. Any serious person should understand that. Now, I want to explain this slowly so the public grasp the stakes. The office of the opposition leader is not a joke title. It's not a social media badge. It's not a street mobilization tool. It's a constitutional office, and it comes with legitimacy. It comes with access. It comes with authority. It comes with national and international recognition. when a country appoints an opposition leader, it's not an internal political matter. It becomes part of Guyana's national or that country's national profile, in this case, Guyana. It affects how investors see us, how diplomats see us, how international institutions see us, how the same zone of peace, the region, how they see us. So if you place someone in that office who is facing serious international challenges, whether you like it or not, you attach that controversy to Guyana itself. That's the issue, right? That's the issue. Not fear, not politics, but image, institutional integrity, national reputation. Now, here is what I want most Guyanese to pay attention to. There are members of parliament who are prepared to vote to elevate a person with that level of controversy into one of the highest constitutional positions in this country. Right? They have members of parliament who are ready and willing to do that. And they want to pretend that it's business as normal. It's not business as normal. It's reckless and irresponsible. And it's the type of political behavior that says, we don't care what Guyana looks like. We just want power. We want headlines. We want disruption. And if you, any of them looking here now, if you're one of those MPs prepared to vote for that, then your name must be on record. Your vote must be recorded. Your vote must be recorded. Not because anyone wants a witch hunt, but because democracy requires accountability. And if you believe in something, stand by it publicly. Let your name be in the Hansard. Let your vote be in parliamentary record. Because if your decision brings embarrassment to Guyana, you must carry that responsibility too. Now, some people want to act like the government is blocking democracy. But democracy does not mean do anything at any cost. Democracy also means protecting the integrity of institutions. Democracy also means defending the credibility of parliament. Democracy also means making sure constitutional offices are not turned into safe havens for controversy. And I want to be clear, nobody is saying someone cannot have political ambitions. But you cannot ask the entire nation to gamble its reputation on one individual. You can't ask Guyanese to wear international stigma like a badge. Because what happens next? If Guyana's opposition leader becomes international headlines for the wrong reasons, the entire country pays the price, not the individual, the country. Small businesses pay the price. Investors pause. Projects go slow down because the kind of funding needed, people ain't gonna want to be around. Confidence drops. And Guyana's image as the fastest growing economy in the world takes a hit. And all because someone wants to play political games. Let's talk about hypocrisy now. The same opposition forces that are now screaming Constitution today, Constitution, are the same ones that have a history of dragging Guyana into disgrace when it suits their agenda. Remember, we wait 5 to 6 months, 5 months to election results. I think we could have been added to the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest wait for the declaration of the president of the country. They have done this many times before, too many to count. And honestly, they'll do it again. And Guyanese must remember this. When they were in office, they made decisions that embarrassed the country internationally, and they didn't care. They never cared about image, dignity, or national interests. Their care was just about power. So when they come now to pretend to be guardians of democracy, you can't even call them the guardians of the democracy is a group that actually guard the democracy of this country. When they come pretending to be holier than thou, it's just a performance. Theater guild, not even cultural center, small stage production. It's not genuine. Because if it was genuine, they wouldn't be pushing for a move that risks turning Guyana into an international joke. Right? Now, let's deal with the international reporting part carefully. International outlets have published serious reporting about investigations and allegations linked to the Mohammeds and their network. Hezbollah, all kind of thing. All kind of thing they're involved in. Let me just look at the Hezbollah thing alone. It's an international terrorist organization. You understand? That's not Chronicle reporting that. That's not DPI reporting that. God forbid it's not Starbrook News or Kaituur News. Reuters, international. Some of you might want to say the government pay writers, but Jesus Christ. Whether every claim was proven or not, the damage is already in the global space. And that's the point. Once the international narrative is out there, you cannot pretend it doesn't exist. So why would you then voluntarily, or MPs, I say, not y'all sensible people looking here, why would MPs on the opposition side voluntarily attach Guyana's parliament and constitutional office to that kind of global controversy? This is not opposition leadership. This is national sabotage. Now, some people will say, but the diplomats want an opposition leader elected. All the ABCE countries. And I say this clearly. Ambassadors don't run Guyana. Guyana is a sovereign country. The Constitution of Guyana runs Guyana. And Guyana's institutions must act in the interest of Guyana. We respect international partners, but we will not outsource our dignity. We will not outsource our integrity. And we will not outsource our national reputation. Now, here's the bigger picture. Whether they like it or not, the PPP is building a modern Guyana. We are in a development era. Roads, bridges, schools, housing, energy transformation, industrial expansion, all of that is happening. Guyana is being watched by the world. This is not 1995. This is not 2005. Guyana is now a global topic. And that means Guyana must behave like a serious state. When the government takes a firm stance on protecting the image of Parliament, that's not fear. That's maturity. That's leadership. That's a nation that is nation first governance. Now, I want to address the strategy behind all of this because this is also about distraction. Whenever legal pressures rise, whenever controversy rise, we do see how people react. Noise. We see a call for people to take to the streets. We see emotional propaganda. We see constitutional confusion being sold to the ordinary man who really understands what's going on. They want to flood the public with chaos so the public loses focus on the facts. And then they say, look how unstable the country is. But they are the ones creating the instability. So the public must not fall for it. And I want to say something about the speaker too. And he mentioned it tonight as well. The speaker's job is to uphold the dignity and procedures of the National Assembly in a transparent manner. And transparency matters. If there is a vote on a matter of national consequence, it must be properly recorded, properly handled, and properly reflected. Because Guyana must know who stood for national interests and who stood for chaos. Now, let me bring this home with a simple message. This is not about the PPP being afraid. This is about Guyana refusing to embarrass itself. This is about Guyana refusing to stain its parliament. This is about Guyana refusing to gamble its reputation on controversy. And the opposition must understand something. You don't build credibility by forcing disgrace. You don't build democracy by damaging institutions. You don't build a nation by dragging it into shame. So yes, Guyanese and Guyana must pay attention. Pay attention to who is pushing this. Pay attention to who is financing it. Pay attention to who's amplifying it. Pay attention to who is willing to vote for it. Because at the end of the day, leadership is not nice. Leadership is responsibility. And responsibility means protecting Guyana's name. So it wasn't about fear. It was about a nation first responsibility. And the opposition leader office is a constitutional one. Constitutional one. Not a Facebook badge that you earn by liking and following no page. It would be mad for us to gamble Guyana's reputation on one individual. And if there are persons, MPs, that are willing to vote for it, let your name be in the Hansard. So it will be etched in stone forever. Democracy includes integrity, not just elections. And for all the people who about the ABCE countries, ambassadors advise. Guyana decides. We can continue this in the morning. I just wanted to come and touch on this a bit and share my thoughts on what is about to transpire and those persons behind it. Right? At the end of the day, I felt the speaker spoke clearly on what is taking place and the way forward. I saw Ganesh Mahipal with some posts about wanting to engage, win, and nothing in full through and all that nonsense. That's who I want to be the opposition leader. He had no time with Parliament. He has no time with Parliament. He just wants to be able to say, look, the US is trying to extradite Guyana's opposition leader. It is what it is. Guys, see you in the morning. Thank you for tuning in. Please share the live. As I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night.